Hey y'all, what's good? We are back to read some more of these text messages where Shonda is going to tell Paul's lazy ass to get up, walk this dog, find yourself a ride, crate the puppy, and close the garage door. So we are going to start with April. Thank you for hanging in there, guys. Let's jump right into it. April 1st. Shonda, need you to come get Sharma and walk him, please. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, coming. Shonda, thank you. Time to get up and please make Timothy stand against the wall downstairs and sign into that camera. You up? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, couldn't stay on call, obviously. Paul, sorry. Shonda, uh-huh, love you. Please read my previous message and make sure to log into that camera and watch him on that camera. Paul, KK, Shonda. And please check the freezer and let me know how much ground beef we have in there or if we have any in the fridge as well. Paul, okay. We have 3 pounds in the freezer. Shonda, okay. Please set that out to defrost. We need to cook something instead of ordering food. And have Timothy empty and reload the dishwasher. But watch him closely while he does, or he'll sneak food. Paul, KK. Shonda, thank you. My messages are not being read again. Paul, what? Shonda, you are not signed into the camera downstairs, and Timothy is not against the wall down there. Paul, oh, I'm sorry. Shonda, like I said, my messages are not being read. Make sure you are offering Little G food, not just waiting until he says something because he's really hungry. And is Timothy up against the wall in the hall downstairs or in his small room? Should be in the hall. Paul, room. Shonda, okay, you really aren't reading my messages. Paul, I am. Sorry, geez. Shonda, first, lose the attitude right now. This is not my fault that you did not read the messages, and I repeated myself, which I don't like doing. How is it going? And what do we want to make for supper tonight? Paul, it's good, and I don't know. Shonda, any ideas? And don't say you're scrounging. LOL. Paul, no ideas here. Shonda, if I place a delivery order now that includes soy sauce, do you know where the beef broccoli packets are? If not on the ottoman, check the box Timothy put stuff in or ask him. Paul, that honestly doesn't sound good either. Shonda, what? Tacos? Paul, no. Burgers? Shonda, sure. We can use the air fryer for them. We still have the seasoning, right? Can get buns. Paul, what seasoning am I looking for? Shonda, what sliced cheese do we have? Whatever you used for them before, LOL. Look for burger seasoning or seasoning you recognize. Paul, I don't remember. Shonda, well, go look, silly. Paul, but there's some seasoning front and center for burgers. Cheese wise, we have white cheddar and American. Shonda, KK, do we need other toppings? Pickles? Paul, pickles are good. We have them, I mean. Shonda, pickle slice for sandwiches? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK. Shonda, gonna get meat already in burgers that you can sprinkle seasoning on both sides. It's on sale, okay? Paul, KK. Shonda, groceries are ordered. Please make sure I have more drinks in the fridge. If they are not in there right now, please put one in the freezer. Right now, please. Paul, KK. Shonda, thank you. Paul, this is now April 2nd. Paul, okay, what's up with the stupid alarm? Shonda, no clue. Maybe hitting it too many times. Hit the off on each one and then hit the on once for each one. Different remotes, remember? Are you doing that? Paul, the triple beep, no, the double, then single. Yes, trying to shut it up. I'm going to scream. Shonda, sorry. Paul, there, I tried making them ring, then activated them. Shonda, and it worked? Paul, hopefully. Shonda, KK. Shonda, did you hear that? Paul, kill me now. Shonda, batteries maybe? Paul, I don't know. I just wanted to stop. Shonda, I'll bet it is. Is that just one of them or both? Paul, pretty sure it's both. Hang on. If they beat while off, did Timothy screw with them? Oh, Lord. Shonda, no clue. You can ask him if he's awake or come look at them yourself and power them off and on from the motion sensors themselves. Paul, I literally just deactivated them, but they're still beeping. Shonda, it has to be the batteries. Though one of them we just put batteries into. Paul, okay. Just one of them was acting up. It was the one facing the upper level, so I turned it off, turned up the volume on the other one, and activated it. Shonda, okay. The one that has been on the longest, so it is very light on batteries. I will need someone to find me some AAA batteries for that tomorrow. Paul, KK. Shonda, why the heck am I hearing things from your room? Devices down now. Paul, sorry. I was talking to myself. Shonda, you know I sent you down there to go to bed. Uh-huh, not buying that. I'm not deaf, you know. Night, love you. No more devices. Paul, love you too. Night. Shonda, do you have time to walk the puppy before you go? I have got to potty real quick, and I don't want to have him having an accident. Paul, I should. Shonda, thank you. Please bring me the motion sensor remote before you go. Paul, KK. Shonda, love you. Be safe. Make sure you have a helmet. Paul, KK. And then he says he denies it. I don't buy it. And Shonda says, okay, well, you have a ride on the way. Be sure to go, and you'll need to grab the ride home. Make sure it's off for tomorrow, please. Paul, KK. Shonda, is there a chance you did that when you plugged it in? Paul, no, I would have noticed. Shonda, K. He's almost there, so you probably need to wait for him outside. Love you. Did you get a ride home? Paul, can you help me with a ride? I'm trying. Shonda, I can try. I'm headed home from dog training now, so I can either do that or come pick you up myself. It's the further away dog training off the super close one. Or not the super close one. Siri corrected it. Paul, how long will it take? Shonda, is it snowing like crazy down there? Thanks. Probably at least 45 minutes. Paul, more or less, and that's fine. I mean, if you could pick me up, I guess I was wrong with my wording. Shonda, no, you're fine. I just figured I would look, and it looked like there was something available. But yeah, if I could find you something sooner and end up driving less in this weather, that would be great, but I'm not holding my breath. It would be nice to see if it was not snowing this hard down there. Good grief, the snow is crazy. Are you still trying? Not gonna lie, I am more than a little annoyed that we are getting any snow, much less crazy snow. Like this is April 2nd. Do y'all get free drinks and cups that you can take with you? Paul, sometimes. Shonda, okay, just past the exit for home, so hopefully it won't be too long. Hate driving in this crappy weather. At the light, turning now. Paul, do you need gas? I have cash on me. Said mellow, yellow, or what? Shonda, Mountain Dew. What else do they have? Maybe Pepsi? Hurry, please. Paul, I got Mountain Dew. Shonda, K. If you haven't checked out yet, Pepsi sounds better than Mountain Dew, oddly enough. And now we're on April 3rd. Not taking your bite? Paul, no, there's literally a ride 9 minutes away. But the guy's been a little Sturbridge, so I need help. What's Sturbridge, y'all? Is he trying to say stubborn? Yeah, it says and stubborn. I swear I hate autocorrect. Okay. Shonda, the person got another ride, looks like. Paul, seriously? Shonda, you have to you have a way to get there that is way more comfortable than an e-scooter. What's the deal? Paul, snow? It's far too cold. Shonda, it's 38, so any snow should be melted or melting, sweetie. Paul, Ron's on his way. Shonda, K, give him the money I left you for him, please. Paul, KK. Shonda, and what is your schedule? He sends his schedule. Shonda, no weekend this week? Paul, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Shonda, wow, okay. Paul, I mean, I did ask for my birthday off. Shonda, yeah, just unusual, but no worries. Hopefully they aren't cutting you back to 3 or 4 days per week, you know? Paul didn't respond. He then texts her at 4:46 p.m., clocked out and searching for a ride. Shonda, just got the notification. Sounds good. Good long shift at work. Let me know how it goes, please. Paul, Uber is a butt. Shonda, sorry. Paul, can you also see if there's anything in your range? Shonda, I can try, but only have money in the bank for one. What's with the dots? Sorry. Pay for a lot of rides for you lately. We have both, or we both have. Paul, I was trying to be dramatic as I sent you $40, but there's still a hold by Uber. Shonda, sorry. Paul, also, if you end up having to come and get me, and then he sends her a picture of a bag of gummy bears. I had a sweet tooth and thought, why not? Shonda, as cute as you're trying to be, wouldn't be an issue if you used your e-bike. Paul, sorry. Shonda, appreciate that. Just frustrating since that's exactly why you got it in the first place, you know? Paul, yeah, I know. I was also kind of nervous if I would actually work or if it would actually work. So yeah. Shonda, didn't I tell you a couple times in the last few days to test it briefly? Paul, you did. Shonda, yep. Paul, oh, oops. Shonda, yeah. Paul, Ron wants my shift times. What days, if any, should I have him drive me? Shonda, you have cash now, so that is up to you this week. You should use your bike for the 2 morning shifts for sure. Maybe Monday and Tuesday to get you to work, and then you can get a ride home from coworkers. Paul, yep. Okay, I don't think Uber is gonna accept. Shonda, don't know. Paul, yeah, it's becoming obvious that Uber doesn't want to work. Shonda, it's not the app, it's the drivers, and one is 10 minutes away right now, so we'll see. Paul, I'll send the driver a request too. Shonda, okay, we'll see. Paul, okay, this piece of crap is ticking me off. It's like they're just wanting to taunt me. Shonda, it's not the app, it's the drivers not taking the rides or nobody being available. Paul, no, it was on the driver. The moron was 10 minutes away, and while he was facing a direction opposite of me, he still could have turned his stupid butt around and come back, which is just infuriating that he was being so stubborn. The fact that he could have picked me up and stupidly decided not to is baloney. Shonda, yeah, that's frustrating for sure. Paul, okay, I'm gonna try one last time, and if it don't work, I give up. Shonda, so what are you gonna do after you give up? Paul, I don't know. See if a coworker is leaving soon, or if not, I'll let you know. So hopefully you can pick me up. Not a fact, just a request. Shonda, uh huh. This could have been no problem at all. Paul, okay. Ask my coworkers. No one's leaving for a while because of the rush. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to make it where you don't have to pick me up. Shonda, well, I need to do it now rather than later, so it's not dark. This should not have happened. There's a reason you got that e-bike. I'm not happy at all. Paul, I'm sorry, okay? Shonda, no, it's not okay. And your attitude about it sucks. I'm pulling out now. Did you run off to the bathroom? Paul, I had to pee, coming back now. Shonda, okay, just wondering. Then he sends her an Apple Pay. April 4th. Come get Sharma and walk him, please. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, coming, sorry. Shonda, no. Time to get up. Please have Timothy stand against the wall downstairs and you sign into the cam down there, please. I will leave here at 2 and be home no later than 3. So I will be home before you go to work. But you already have to ride. You already have your ride for work taken care of anyway. Paul, KK, Shonda, thank you. Please reread my message. Paul, okay. Shonda, he is supposed to be standing against the wall downstairs in the hall, and you are supposed to log into the camera down there. I shouldn't have to repeat myself, sweetie. Paul, oh crap, I'm sorry I was half asleep. Shonda, love you. Get the Walmart thing off the front porch, please. Was supposed to be with last night's order. Paul, got it. Shonda, thank you. How goes it? Paul, good, but the camera suddenly became inaccessible. Shonda, let me see if I can help. Paul, KK, thanks. Shonda, try closing the app and logging in again. Paul, that's the thing. I can't log out. It won't let me. Shonda, okay, close the app and try again. You know how to swipe apps off the top of the screen, right? Paul, yes. Shonda, okay, do that, please. Paul, what's the password? Password is redacted. Paul, there we go. Shonda, KK. Could you please walk the puppy really well? I'm going to get home and grab him and then run up to Muskegon County Courthouse before I come home to finish out my workday. Paul, KK, Shonda, thank you. Come close the garage door, please. Hurry up. I'd rather not be off the street and that door still be open. Okay, I'm at the end of the street and it's still open. Paul, Paul. Sorry, I was getting dressed. I left my phone on a charger upstairs. Shonda, okay, thank you. And could you make sure a six-pack of drinks gets put wait, okay, thank you. And could you make sure a six-pack of drinks gets put in the fridge so it's cold when I get home? Paul, KK, Shonda, got a ride? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK, thank you. I got mints with the Walmart order that was delivered last night. Where did they go? Sorry to bother you at work, but I want to know where they are. Paul, they should be either on the counter, in the spice cupboard, or above the stove. Shonda, KK, thank you. Paul, if not, Timothy probably stole them. Shonda, I haven't looked very hard. I had only looked for bags that were on the floor, really. Paul, it may be under his mattress. I'm guessing no luck then. Shonda, have you found stuff under there before? Not yet. Paul, no, not yet. Shonda, they are not under his mattress and they are not in any bathroom cupboards either. He did admit to stealing 8 or 9 pieces of bread while you were on your device again. That was today on the bread, which you and I will be talking about very soon. He swears he didn't take the mints, and I can't find any wrappers or the bag. Paul, how did he even get upstairs? I reactivated the alarm after I had him walk Sharma out front, and I watched him go. Shonda, he won't fess up. Might have been under your nose like the bread was. He's claiming you took them, and no, you may not jump on him for that. I will deal with it if he is the guilty party. Can't find them. He is not allowed to go to bed tonight till he fesses up. So leave him against the wall when you get home. We'll leave instructions for tomorrow before I leave. Paul, KK, Shonda, you're still in hot water over him being able to sneak stuff under your nose. Paul, wait, I took what? Shonda, no, he stole food under your nose today and a couple days ago. Paul, how? I literally watched him go downstairs today and checked his pockets. I was off my devices when he went upstairs and I made sure to turn them off. He's spouting crap. He's done it before. Wait, I never activated the alarm before I left. Uh-oh. Shonda, he finally fessed up to eating them and throwing the wrappers in the woods when he walked the dog. Paul, when did he grab them? Shonda, he ate the whole bag. He stole that right in front of your nose along with the bread. Paul, how? I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at him. Shonda, I will ask once. He's done making himself throw up. Paul, because he's literally spouting crap. Shonda, he isn't getting to sleep tonight. Paul, I made sure to watch him and check him. I even gave him a timer, 1 minute, because I already had Sharma poop, so he didn't have that. Hold on. I even gave him timer 1 minute because I already had Sharma poop, so he didn't have to that quick. Sharma. He took them while he was walking, Sharma. You left him sitting on my seat. You and I will be having a talk soon about not paying attention to him. And he is not to walk the puppy at all anymore. He will come outside with you and stand on the porch when you do, but he is not walking the puppy anymore. The motion sensor remote is on top of the white freezer. He is to stay against the wall tonight, and he does not get any sleep tomorrow either during the day. Okay, slightly curious. What are you spending $20 on? Paul, that was for the coworker driving me home. He needs gas. Shonda, okay, thought so, but wanted to check. My goodness. Paul, where am I sleeping tonight? If you want me upstairs to watch Timothy, I will. Shonda, in your room. He is on the wall downstairs. Bed right away, please. Paul, KK, grab a night meds and I'ma toss my shoes in the dryer. Shonda, K. April 5th. What the heck is all that noise? Paul, my shoes. Shonda, okay, if that is your shoes, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning to do that. Turn that off right now. Paul, sorry. Shonda, it's okay. Hope you weren't planning to leave all that noise going once you realized how noisy it was. Paul, I plead the fifth. Shonda, uh-huh. That doesn't apply nearly as much as people think it does. LOL, love you, night. Paul, love you too, good night. Here we go. Please come walk Sharma. And then the question marks. Paul, sorry I'm coming. Shonda, thank you. Come close the garage door and reset the motion sensor, please. Paul, coming. Shonda, did you get it? It's harder to see in the dark. Did you get it? It's harder to see in the dark. Paul, yes. Shonda, okay, just making sure. Please set the motion sensor and then you can go back to sleep. I will text you when you need to sign into the camera. Paul, KK, Shonda, thank you. Did he ask to go to the bathroom? Paul, no. Shonda, well, he just went. You need to log into the camera downstairs, please, and make sure it's working for you. Then she sends her question marks, and now she's sending exclamation points. Please log into the camera and keep an eye on him. Paul, sorry. Shonda, thank you. You're going to have to watch him. He's already trying to slouch and not stand up straight against the wall like he should be. We need to have a zero tolerance policy with him today after all he has pulled lately. Time to get up, and hopefully I didn't just mess you up being able to see the downstairs cam. If I did, please let me know. Then she sends the question mark. Dude, Paul, no, it's good. Sorry, Shonda. Okay. Shonda, LOL, had to mess with Sharma. Make sure little G is up and remember to have Timothy pick up the bag and wrappers from the yard. And you save those for me to see when I get home. She's talking about the bag of mints. Paul, KK, Shonda, thank you. Poor Sharma. I was messing with him. LOL. What time are you getting picked up for work today? Paul, let me check. Shonda, KK. Paul, between 3 and 3:30. Shonda, okay, please go ahead and give little man a bath and get him into clothes that fit this time. I have not heard from anybody about picking him up tonight yet, but I want to be ready since you have to work tonight and normally don't work on Tuesdays. Paul, okay. Shonda, while you're bathing him, make Timothy stand inside the bathroom, his nose against the door or the wall, please. They in their rooms and Puppy and Crate? Paul, I was about to. Shonda, KK. Paul, little G is in Sharma's crate. Do you want me to sign out of the Tekken app? I'm almost to work. Sorry, I read that wrong. Little G is in his room. Sharma crated. Do you want me to sign out of the Tekken app? I'm almost to work. And I hope it's okay to grab a drink and snack since I have some time before I have to clock in. What? Paul, Shonda, yes it is. Paul, KK, and the app thing? Shonda, already got it. Just close the app, please. Paul, that answers my questions. Also, Ron now has the Cash app, so we can send him money that way. His account is, I'm not going to say. Paul, hey, it's my, what? Hey, it's my birthday on Easter this year. He don't know when his birthday is? Lord. Shonda, yay on Cash App. You need to connect yours to that too. And no, Easter is the 17th. Did you get him paid for this week? Do you trust me to order headlight and tail light for your bike? You won't need them for the next couple of days, though you will need to use your e-bike for tomorrow and Thursday for work. I can go ahead and order those things before you get home tonight so that they get here quicker. Paul, yes, I gave him the money yesterday. Um, Shonda, okay. And my other question, pretty please. Paul, and yes, that's fine. Shonda, got a ride? Just about took meds before I asked. Hey, sorry, but need a response. Paul, yes. Shonda, okay. And Grammy will be here to get you and little G and your e-bike at 9 a.m. Be ready to go. You can ride your e-bike home. Take your tire pump and helmet in the back seat pack, please. April 6th. Please come walk Sharma and make Timothy get up and stand on the wall down there. And she sends her question marks. She literally says question marks. It's been 20 seconds. Paul, coming. Shonda, KK. You up? Remember, please get little G into a long sleeve shirt and matching socks. Paul, yes. Shonda, and please remember to grab little G's backpack that's on the couch. Paul, KK. Shonda, looking for his shoes? His Velcro shoes should be in my room. Paul, okay. Shonda, please let me know when you find them so I know that it's okay. Paul, I got him. Excuse me. Shonda, okay, good. Grammy is on her way. I will let you know when she gets close so y'all can go outside to wait for her. Paul, okay. Shonda, remember to grab your helmet and tire pump and a backpack and have the e-bike waiting on the front porch with you when y'all are waiting for her. Paul, okay. Shonda, grab your bike lock as well, please, off of your other bike. She's close. Go ahead and get both of you and your bike on the front porch, please. And make sure he has a coat on, please. Please don't forget little G. He is still upstairs. Never mind. LOL. Paul, I know. Shonda, she should be coming down the road. Please make sure y'all are both outside so she does not need to go in at all. Let me know when you head home, please. Never mind. You are well on your way. Let me know when you get home safe, please. Front door is locked, so please knock and tell Timothy it's you. Paul, KK. Shonda, please log into the downstairs camera and make him stand there and keep an eye on him. Paul, KK, Shonda, can you please bring my phone out to the garage? I have to watch, but not my phone. I have my watch, but not my phone. Headed out now. Please walk Sharma and be ready to bring him out to me so I can grab him and go get little G. She sends her question marks. I'm not very far away, so I need you to hurry, please. Paul, okay. Shonda, and could you bring me 2 of the headache meds, please? Oh, and I need the switch anyway. I'm here. Burger King is on the way home. If you want something, you'll have to pay for your part only. They have super cheap chicken nuggets that little G will be fine with. And I'll just get one of their cheap meal deals. I can always find something under those that works for me. Let me know, please. Paul, can you grab something else for me? Shonda, you mean a different place than Burger King? Paul, yes. Shonda, you asking me to take the extra stop on the way home? Paul, yes. Shonda, don't take that wrong, but I did say that to make a point. It's probably easier for you to think about, except you don't think about the 8 hours of work I did, almost 2 hours driving each way, and the extra hour of work I did for dog training, and then driving to and from to pick up little G. So I think about all that and then let you know if you're really hoping I'll stop at an extra place on the way home. Paul, I don't know. Burger King just doesn't sound good to me. Shonda, I get that, but I was trying to include you. If you had said no straight out, there's a pretty decent chance that I wouldn't stop at all and just get something at home. I was trying to include you in what I was considering doing. Hopefully that'll make sense. Paul, yeah, sorry. I'm not trying to be picky. Shonda, it's okay. I was just trying to get you to think about it. I figured you hadn't stopped and thought about that. It's not even about being picky, sweetie. It's just throwing in an extra stop after all that and me being tired and trying to get rid of this slight headache. Fortunately, the head's not back yet, or the headache's not back yet. I guess that's a typo. But yeah, always best to look at the whole picture. Love you, Paul. Love you too. Shonda, never mind. Little G's here. We'll head out in a few. Paul, KFC? I pay? Shonda, they close at 9 p.m. Sorry. Paul, oh, Shonda, sorry. All right, I'm actually about to leave now. Burger King will still be open, so will Mickey D's, but I don't want that either. You can look and still see if Chick-fil-A is still open. They may stay open until 10. Never mind, I just looked it up and Chick-fil-A is closed. Culver's is open till 10. Paul, okay, I pay in full. And no arguing. Shonda, okay, send me what you want and I will stop there on the way home. I'm not arguing, sweetie. Love you. Paul, LOL, I was being half playful. Love you. Anywho, I'll take a double mushroom Swiss butter burger with only pickles. And can I also have a milkshake? Shonda, sweetie, you're buying, so yes, you can have a milkshake if you want. Paul, okay. Order whatever you want to. Shonda, okay, we'll do. I'm a few miles down 31 from the exit now, so I'll be home before too long. What type of milkshake do you want? I am pulling up to the drive-through now. Paul, chocolate. Shonda, okay. Good grief. What is this person in front of me ordering? 23.83, waiting to pay now, and then I will have to wait for the food, of course. Paul sends her the money. Shonda, thank you. Is your battery charging for your e-bike? Paul, yes. Shonda, good deal. Headed that way with hot food now. Come help, please. Oh, it's 11:54 at night. I hear you, Paul. Sorry. I wasn't on my devices. I was talking to myself until my meds kick in, which just happened. Shonda, uh-huh. Night. Still making too much noise. Please come up and walk Sharma, April 7th. Okay, weird. Is that message going through? Hey, you. And get Timothy up here, please. Not up here, but against the wall. Paul, KK, Shonda, you up? Paul, yes. Shonda, please don't forget to crate the dog after you walk him. Paul, KK. Paul, okay, I love you. But if it's still cold like this on the way home, I'm not biking. My hands are, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say the pain is a 8, is a 9. Shonda, did you take the gloves out of curiosity? And I'm sorry your hands are hurting. Is this supposed to warm up? Paul, no, I couldn't find them. Shonda, ah. Paul, so they need someone to help cover dinner tonight. So I'll have a couple hours break and then clock back in and work until 9. Is that okay? Shonda, sure. Sorry for the delayed response. I was in court for a single hearing. So about how late are we working tonight? Paul, like I said, till around 9. Shonda, so apparently I missed that part, but watch the tone, please. Paul, sorry. Shonda, thank you, love you. Paul, if you're going to be picking up little G up around that time, as hold on. If you're going to be picking little G up around the same time as I get out, do you think you could pick me up on the way back? Shonda, I would definitely consider that if I was doing it. Though fitting him, you, and your bike in the car would be interesting. But I have not heard from Grammy yet, and normally I would pick him up right after work. Sorry, just saw your message. Paul, KK. Shonda, that's the only problem with you staying. If you are there after dark, you really aren't legal to ride your bike until you put the stuff on. And by the way, you are putting that on tomorrow. But anyway, I'm probably going to end up having to come get you if you can't get an Uber. And I'm not sure you want to even try for an Uber considering you also have to bring your bike with you. So I may be stuck either way. Paul, okay. Shonda, I'm perfectly okay with you getting extra hours and helping them where needed. I just don't like getting stuck in the process. Paul, KK. Shonda, should I head that way? Paul, please. Shonda, K. Paul, I just got out, so maybe pick me up and then grab little G. Shonda, I'm not picking him up tonight. Paul, oh, right, sorry. I'll pull my bike through the back and go around. Shonda, so front or back, getting my shoes on now. Paul, front. Are you bringing Sharma? Shonda, yes, but I'm not sticking around. Paul, KK. Shonda, I will pick up little G after work tomorrow. I will probably need gas on the way home. Paul, I can fill your tank for you if you want. Shonda, that's a lot of money, sweetie. Up to you, but that's a lot of money. All right, April 8th. Y'all know the drill. Come walk the dog. Paul didn't respond. Then he says sorry. Time to get up. You need to install the headlight and tail light on your e-bike, please. Then have Timothy clean the living room again while you watch him do it. Paul, okay. Shonda, have you had Timothy upstairs with you or downstairs against the wall? Paul, he was cleaning and I just sent him downstairs. Shonda, okay, please sign it to the camera and I hope he didn't manage to do anything under your nose. That will not go well for either one of you. I would like you to run down with me to get little G and let you run inside to get him quickly. Just easier that way. I am exhausted. Just about fell asleep at my desk. Do you remember the salt water? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK, good. I wonder if that's the salt water that the judge mentioned during Shonda's, sentencing. If you guys remember, he said that he read when he was reading through the text messages, there was conversation about, um, them having Timothy drink salt water. So I wonder if that's what she's talking about. Did you see my messages about me taking you with me to pick up little G? Paul, oh, sorry. Okay, Shonda, I'm just now leaving work, so it's fine. Make sure you are dressed and you have the motion sensor remote. I will have you come out front when I get home and you can just set the motion sensor and he can stay downstairs in the hall against the wall. Paul, okay, Shonda. And can you grab me a cold drink, please? I will be there in probably less than 10 minutes. Paul, KK, Shonda, coming down the street now. Paul, on my way. Shonda, here. Paul, Mama, Major Melon. They don't have mellow yellow, though. Shonda, no thanks. Okay, no worries. I have a drink. Okay, what's the holdup? Hurry up. Paul sends her some money, and we are on April 9th. You okay? Paul, yes. Shonda, time to get up. Please come walk Piper. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. Paul, I'm going to the bathroom. Shonda, excuse me, just wondering because I had not heard anything at all. Did you set the motion sensor? If so, I just couldn't hear it from the inside of the bathroom. Paul, no, sorry. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm setting it now. Shonda, thank you. And no problem. Just wanted to make sure. Now it's April 10th. Hey, birthday boy. Happy birthday. Time to get up, though. What kind of shit? Paul, okay. And then he sends her an Apple Pay transaction on his birthday, and there is no correspondence that day. She tells him, "Happy birthday, get your ass up." He says, "Okay," and then sends her some money. April 11th. Come walk this dang on dog. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. You turn the motion sensor back on, correct? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK, just making sure. Sleep well. Time to get up. Paul, I'm up. Shonda, KK, please sign into the downstairs camera so you can watch Timothy down there up against the wall. Paul, KK, Shonda, why is Timothy not in the hall and you signed into the camera? I may have accidentally dropped 30 bucks in cash trying to get it into my backpack. I will look for it later, but if you see it in my seat or on my seat, please set it aside for me. Please make sure you put both boys in their rooms and the puppy in his crate after you walk the puppy really well before you leave for work today. Paul, KK, Shonda, about to head out. Paul, I thought you said 3:45. Shonda, if you work at 4, you need to leave at 3:15, not 3:45, okay? So I slightly off, but not 3:45. That will be tomorrow when you work at 4:30. Paul, I work at 4:30 today and 4 tomorrow. Shonda, okay, I got it backwards. Yes, and 3:45 today. Paul, the speedometer thing ran out of power and pedaling is not easy because there's a crap load of resistance. I can't keep moving it. There's no power in the speedometer for the, I guess he's trying to say mechanical part at least. Oh, Shonda, so your overall battery ran out of power? Paul, the overall battery doesn't do anything for the speedometer. Shonda, okay, but it's not the battery. What? Okay, but it's not the battery for just this parameter. It has to be the battery for the drivetrain as well. And it's only one battery on that thing. So you didn't charge a battery? Paul, I thought it would keep it powered as long as it had plenty of power. Shonda, I don't remember you putting the battery back on the charger, honestly. Paul, an annoying thing is that there's no way to change gear resistance. Sorry, when I checked earlier before I left, I had plenty of power. I was only missing a single green bar. Shonda, that's because there's only one gear on that bike. They do that a lot on e-bikes. You're going to have to push it to get to work and then try to find a ride home. And do not forget to charge the battery. Sorry, y'all. Do not forget to charge the battery again. Use some Gorilla Tape the plastic clear kind, to tape this but under back. Lord, they're not making sense tonight. To tape this but under back on if you need to, but you didn't charge the battery. I don't know what she's trying to say. I would not risk starting with less than full, at least not leaving from home. And you will have to show me the charger on Wednesday, and we can see about maybe an extra cord to throw in your backpack so you can charge it at work as well. Though I don't think that's the issue. You went to work and from work the other day with it, right? You didn't charge it after that, Paul. Went to work that day, but I had a Uber on the way home. Shonda, okay, then you let the battery sit around without charging it. Anyway, get yourself to work and then get a ride home. I'm not coming at midnight to get you tonight. Ooh. Please confirm by 8 that you have a ride home. And please make sure you put your battery on the charger as soon as you get home. Paul, I do. Shonda, okay, good. Paul, I have to focus here, please. Handling hot stuff. Oh, Shonda, okay. I wasn't trying to bug you. Don't worry about answering this. Jeez. All right, April 12th. Come get the dog. Okay, I'm coming. Time to get up. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul says, okay. Shonda, Timothy should be in the hall and you should be logged into that camera. You will need to start looking for a ride around 3 at the latest, sweetie. And I can't help today because I'll be in court. Do not forget your charger, please. And please put the battery on the charger right away. Paul, KK, Shonda, and please remember to get little G in sweatpants and a different shirt, preferably a shirt that is not as nice so it doesn't matter if he gets yucky before you leave. And then go in their rooms and the puppy goes in his crate. You did not feed little G yesterday. I realize he did not ask for anything, but you need to make sure you're offering. He needs to be fed no later than about 2 p.m. so it's not sitting heavy on his stomach for practice. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. Love you. Shonda, little G texted me a few minutes ago and said he was not getting a drink. Paul, he had one. I offered to open it. He said he's got it, though he clearly doesn't. Shonda, this was a little over half an hour ago. Hopefully it got taken care of since then, but I wanted to let you know since I had a minute. He's 7, sweetie. Give him a break, please. Looking for a ride? Ugh. Paul, yes. I was about to start. Shonda, Kay, thank you. Sorry, can't help. How's it going? Paul, nothing yet. Uber is being stubborn. Shonda, Kay, we got out of court early, but don't have the funds for many tries here. We'll see though. Keep trying, please. Paul, I will. Shonda, I can't leave here till 4. And no offense, but I'm not taking you over. What? But I'm not taking you over taking little G to his first practice. So she's not taking Paul to work because she got to take little G to practice. Okay. Please let me know the minute you have something. If you don't have anything by 3:40, I would text work to let them know you might run behind if I was you. Wait until then, though. The battery for your e-bike needs to be on a charger whenever it is not in use from now on. Paul, KK, Shonda. I'm still trying, but I have to stop once I leave here. If you don't have something by then, I really hope you do. But yeah, if you do end up having to contact work, you need to let them know that this should not continue to be a problem because of your e-bike, but you thought you had it charged and you didn't, or something that sounds along those lines that makes it sound like you will be dependable and apologize profusely, of course. Paul, I will. Shonda, nothing yet. Paul, no. I let them know I'll be late and heavily apologized. Shonda, okay, sorry. I have you a ride in 26 minutes if he doesn't cancel though. I have $8 left in the bank. Has little have little G in sweats and a play shirt, long sleeve if we do have some of those, not as nice. And his socks and shoes on before you leave, please. I have to run in, change, and take him right away. And walk the puppy well, please. 20 minutes away. Both of the boys need to go into their rooms until I get home, and then Timothy will still have to stay in his. Paul, okay. 16 minutes until your ride is there, and I am already on the road on the way home. You might want to let work know that you should be there by 4:30 or a few minutes after. Do not forget your charger for your e-bike. I'm not coming to pick you up at midnight. Paul, okay. Shonda, your driver is there. Hurry up, please. You have your charger for the battery, right? Paul, I'm going. And yes, Shonda, okay. Don't worry about replying to this. I'm just sending it because I'm driving and I don't want to forget. The movie theater near us is hiring, and you can apply at celebrationcinema.com. Please put your battery on the charger and go straight to bed. Paul, wait. Okay, so it's after 1 a.m. on April 13th. I will, and either I left it at work. Ooh, ooh. He left one at work, he about to get cussed out. I will, and either I left it at work and should have used the alarm button to find it, or my turn signal is missing. It wasn't on my usual route. I was pressing the alarm button every few seconds, and and didn't find it. That's a real pain in the rear. Shonda, you mean the turn signal you bought extra? Paul, yes. Shonda, oh, okay. I don't know, sweetie. Sorry. Paul, what time should I leave tomorrow? You know what, y'all? This is really getting on my nerves. The fact that this man is 21 or 22 years of age and he doesn't know how to do anything by himself, for himself. This is ridiculous. Shonda, you don't need it for work tomorrow since you will be doing it during the day. Probably 8:45. I will get you upstairs when I go still, but then you can sleep some more. Paul, KK, love you lots. Shonda, love you lots as well. You okay? What was that? Paul, the battery slipped. It's fine. Shonda, okay, please be careful with that. Night, love you. Please set motion sensor. Paul, I nearly wiped out twice on the way because I was going kind of fast. KK, scared myself half to death. Shonda, oh geez, please be careful. Okay, night. I need to try to sleep some more. Paul, KK, Shonda, go to bed. Time. Okay, so now it's in the morning. Time to go to bed and walk Sharma. Then her question marks. Paul coming. Shonda, hey, please don't forget to get little G downstairs with watermelon water and chips. I got the motion alert on the cam downstairs and saw you moving around. Paul, KK. Shonda, what are you looking for? Paul, a backpack. Shonda, okay. Do you have the motion sensor remote? If not, where is it, please? Never mind, no response needed. Had Timothy turn it off at the sensor to walk Sharma. Paul, sorry, I do have the remote, but I didn't think it would be needed since you left. Shonda, but Sharma's still there, so he needs walked. No worries, we figured it out. Paul, oh, sorry. Shonda, it's okay. Don't worry about it, please. Would be really nice if you let me know when you were headed home. How was the bike? Paul, good. It actually activated driving mode on my phone. I left Timothy's helmet in your car, and I want one of my own, so I'm going to grab one from Meyer if that's okay. Shonda, if they aren't super expensive, please let me know on price. Paul, I'm sorry, I wasn't wearing one. I've been extremely careful, though. Shonda, I will help you find one tonight if those are stupid prices. Thanks for being honest and being careful, sweetie. Proud of you. Paul, no problem. If I can find one that's cheap or marked down, can I grab some stuff for Easter for us at the house? I'll try to limit how much I get. Shonda, let me know what you want to get ahead of time, please. You still owe me for the Uber and this week's bike payment. Paul, KK, Shonda, but please also hurry. Timothy has been pushing all day long and I'm about to strangle him all the way from here. Paul, geez, helmets are expensive right now. I don't see my size for anything under $20. Shonda, Amazon has nice ones for $20. Paul, that'll work. Shonda, so we'll wait on that and grab the other out of pocket, or sorry, grab the other out of my car tonight, please. I will let you pick which one later tonight. Paul, KK. And then he sends her a picture of Starburst that's 3.29, and then a variety pack of candy for 12.99 plus tax. And he says, I also want a drink. Shonda, okay, that works. Would you see if they have the Hershey creamy eggs as well? Paul, sure. Shonda will love those and can deduct that from what you owe me for the other. Thank you. Paul, okay, they don't have those, but they do have the small packages of Cadbury cream eggs. Shonda, no thanks, no biggie. Paul, KK, I'ma grab 2 though, 'cause they're only 3.99, and that's a lot cheaper than I've ever seen in Oklahoma. Shonda, okay. Please sign into the downstairs camera, but you can have Timothy clear off my spot again. Just please make sure he does not get into anything. Watch him without using your devices while he does that. I have a couple of Andes left in the bag that I can just see him swiping. She's talking about the mints. Paul, okay. Shonda, how goes it? I got a roll of 3 pounds of turkey meat yesterday that we can turn into something. I have to do dog training after work tonight, but that does not stop you from fixing something. Paul, maybe, but nothing sounds good right now. I'll let you know if I have an idea later. Shonda, KK, at least it's in the fridge rather than the freezer. Headed out now, but I will have to run home quickly and change clothes and then go do dog training. Paul, KK, Shonda, Little G just texted me and said he wasn't getting a drink. Paul, he didn't ask. Shonda, figured, LOL. Paul, or even shove a bottle in my face to open. Shonda, LOL. Heading out now, but it will take a few minutes because they have the roadblock going back that way, so I will have to go around. Paul, KK. Shonda, did you bathe little G? Paul, I was just getting ready to. Shonda, please do. Was supposed to do that when I left. Paul, sorry. Shonda, your sister doesn't want me at her graduation party. I can guess where that came from. Paul, what? Oh, that's a load of baloney. Dad is. And then Shonda, calm down, please. Paul, I'm ready to call him mama. I really am tired of his crap interfering with your children at this point. He's done nothing for us but fill our head with dumb lies. Shonda, don't, sweetie. I'm slightly annoyed that Trish didn't help me out here, but she might not want to upset your dad. Paul sends a blank message. Shonda says no devices. Did you set the motion sensors? Paul, sorry, I went to the bathroom and it slipped my mind. Shonda, yeah, that's what can cause issues, sweetie. Thanks for making sure you are turned on. Or sorry, that they are turned on. Paul, no problem. And sorry for not doing so earlier. Shonda, thank you. All right. April 14th, same song and dance. So I'm going to skip that because y'all know what she's telling him to do in the morning. Then she says, please make sure you walk the puppy well and hand little G food and drink to take in his room and crate the puppy. Paul, KK, Shonda, dude, that was fast. How long did it take you to get to work? Paul, I left at 8:30ish and got here at 9:10, 40 minutes. Shonda, oh, okay, you left early. Good for you. You forgot to get the helmet out of my car again. Fortunately, yours will be here tomorrow. Paul, have a lot of Dr. Pepper. Shonda, huh? Paul, since we're going to have a lot of Dr. Pepper, I'm going to grab some Red Bull from Meyer gas station to keep myself caffeinated. Shonda, okay, just one or two, please. Paul, we're not going to have a lot of Dr. Pepper, so I'm going to grab a 4 pack of Red Bull. Shonda, what makes you say that on Dr. Pepper? And a 4 pack is probably decent price, so that's okay. But the not have a lot more is puzzling. Just trying to figure that out. Paul, there's no more 2 liters, and I know the 8-ounce ones are yours or 16-ounce, whatever they are, so I can go off Red Bull a day. Shonda, go on to Meijer and see if they have 2 liters or see if they do there. I know how much you drink. Paul, that is kind of true. Shonda sends a blank message. Paul, so a single Red Bull still does sound good. Shonda, okay, do that and a couple of 2 liters. Paul, although, Shonda, yes. And then Paul says, no, autocorrect put so instead of although. Shonda, ah, okay, LOL. Shonda, so a Red Bull and a couple of 2 liters. Paul, yep. Shonda, you almost home? Paul, going into Maya real quick right now for the Dr. Peppers. Shonda, Kay, please hurry. You got something else at the gas station other than Red Bull, I mean. Paul, quick and easy snack bar. I was starting to get kind of dizzy. Shonda, Kay, no meal today? Just hurry, please. Paul, sorry. Do you want me to grab a couple of 6 packs for you as well? They're on sale for $2.99. Shonda, yes, please. If you can carry them, okay? Paul, KK, how many? Shonda, don't try to carry too many. Wait, where's your bike? Is it locked up? Paul, it is on the bike rack, but I have the battery on me. Shonda, okay, that was smart. Good job. Just a couple. Don't want you trying to do too much. Paul, only problem is it's really heavy, despite being in my backpack. Shonda, yeah, but it protects you. And don't leave that on a bike rack again without a lock. Do you not have the lock on you from the other bike with you? Just hurry, please. You need to sign into the camera downstairs, and Timothy needs to be standing against the wall. Paul, okay. If he stops many more, let me handle him, please. Shonda, no. Paul, wall sits. Shonda, push him until it looks like he is about to fall over, please. Paul, we can do it chasing style. What does that mean? April 15th. Time to get up. Could you please walk Sharma? You can walk him out back. Just be careful where you and he step. Wakey, wakey. Paul, KK. Shonda, hopefully Grammy won't ask where I am. Paul, if she does, what do I say? Shonda, up to you, but would rather she not know I was here. Just don't want to make the drive. I drive enough for work, you know? Paul, KK. Shonda, hopefully she just assumes I'm at work. Paul, yeah. He then sends her some money. Shonda, you didn't take your backpack to take your battery in. Paul, sorry, I just grabbed it though. Shonda, do you have your bike locked? Paul, yes. Even I forgot I had a backup. Shonda, okay, lock it and carry your battery with you. Huh? Backup? Paul, since I had the lock for my backpack and knew the code for it, I was going to lock my helmet to it around the handlebars and onto the bike rack. Shonda, okay, well, just make sure your bike is locked and you do not leave the battery with it. Paul, KK. Shonda, $34 and in the middle of a movie? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, I don't know. I'm watching a movie. Shonda, K, talk after. And then he sends her a text saying, on my way home. She says, okay. No hollering, please. Calm down. I can hear you in here. The next time he does a down and back up without stopping, you can come in. Paul, KK. And then Shonda sends, it looks like the Uber map. Paul says, if I use Apple Pay for this one, can we use it for dinner tomorrow? What the heck is that? Looks like a coupon. Shonda says, salmon 2 days in a row. Paul, yes. Lots of omega 3s. Shonda, LOL. How much salmon is in that? How many pounds? Oh, he sent her something from the grocery store. And then Paul says, oh, wow, it's 32 ounces. Shonda, 2 pounds? Okay, sure. Paul, KK, Shonda, that should be a good meal for us, huh? Do we have lemon juice? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK, Paul, we should anyway. You might want to check on that. Shonda, get some and I'll give you the money back for it. Just get a cheap bottle, please. Shonda sends a snapshot of what she needs from the store that says, tells you what aisle and everything. Paul, KK, thanks. Shonda, you're welcome. Paul, what's your M perks? Shonda gives the phone number and the PIN. Paul, 4326 with tax. Shonda, okay. Paul, is it possible to do cash and then finish off what's not in there with the card? Shonda, yes. Paul, I had enough coins to lower it and dollar it out. I forgot to mention that by next year, if I want to go get a different job, I'm going to need a new ID. Mine expires this year. I know we still got a ways to go, but I just wanted to let you know. Shonda, we will figure it out. Promise. When does it expire? Paul, December 31st. Shonda, KK. Next time he does four straight without stopping. You're done. Okay, four straight what? Same thing next time. He does four straight without stopping. This is something they're doing to Timothy, but I'm not sure what. April 16th. Time to come get Sharma. I'm up. Okay, please come and get him and walk him. Paul, KK, Shonda. He's been cute and snuggly, but I don't know. He needs to go potty. Two more round trips without him stopping and he can come in. And then she sends him some attachments. I don't know what that is. Paul sends a blank message. Shonda, if I give you $20 in cash, would you send it here so I can deposit it real quick? Then I can stay home tonight, but not miss what I want to catch on sale at Target today. Call Timothy upstairs whenever and send me that ASAP, please, and I'll give you the cash when I get back out there. Shonda, thank you. Excuse me. Paul, what do I have Timothy do? Shonda, get him a small drink and give him one pill for headache, please. What? She's helping him for his headache? Surprising. Shonda, and clean up dog food, please. Him, I mean. Shonda, KK, or Paul, KK. All right, April 17th. Shonda, I would appreciate it if you walk the puppy before you go and bring me the remote so I can reset the motion sensors. Paul, okay, Shonda, and please let me know as soon as you leave so I can turn the motion sensor back on. It's chilly, so you might want to hurry to try to find some gloves, even if they don't match. Paul, okay. Shonda, schedule for the week real quick. He sends it to her. Shonda, figure it out. Paul, trying to get an Uber. Shonda, Kay, sorry, but I don't have enough in the bank to try, and you need to keep looking while you wait for that, not just sit around. And you will find us later today because you don't need to be spending money on an Uber anymore this week, and I will be at work. Paul, okay. I don't think Uber is going to work with me. Shonda, too bad, because that is your only other option. I might have been willing to help if you weren't just sitting there playing on your devices rather than looking for your keys while you waited. But you made those choices, so you have to figure this one out on your own, sweetie. Paul sends a blank text message and he says, I don't have another way to work. I literally looked everywhere earlier. I don't know where else to look. Shonda, then you need to figure it out. Your keys are somewhere and you can keep trying Uber in the meantime. This is your responsibility, sweetie. I have helped plenty before, but you need to step up. Those keys are somewhere because you haven't left home since using them. Once you find them, you will need to leave them in the red thing anytime you come home, but you need to find them first. Paul, I just told you I looked everywhere. Where else is there to look? Shonda, why are you asking me that? I'm not the one that had them last. Paul, at this point, I might have to call work and let them know I may not be able to get there. Shonda, that's your choice, and you still have to look for the keys before tomorrow. You seem to be trying to blame me for this, and I haven't touched your keys. Paul, I'm not blaming you for anything. I never said I was. Shonda, kinda how it came across that it was my fault you can't get to work at the minute. Paul, I'm not getting an answer from work. Maybe we are closed. Shonda, you sat there rather than checking every pocket of every pair of pants and every sweatshirt or coat you own, which I would do in a situation like this. I know you haven't had time to do this in time you search. Pretty sure you're at least opening at some point today, but I don't know other than that. Paul, okay, I checked my jacket and my coat pockets, and I'm not dumb enough to leave them in my pants. Yeah, we might be close. I'm not getting a response. Shonda, okay. Well, you need to keep checking and make sure and watch your tone. I was simply stating a way to make sure you covered all your bases since they are somewhere here. Paul, couldn't you drive me? Mm-mm. Shonda, to use your reason a couple of weeks ago, it's freezing out there. You sat there rather than keep looking like I said to do while waiting for an Uber. So this one is on you. Paul sends a blank message. Lori is coming to get me. So, yeah. On my way home, managed to get an Uber. Shonda, okay, love you. Find your keys when you get there. Paul, okay. Shonda, won't be there much longer anyway. 2 liters of Pepper are on good sale this week at Meyer. Paul, nice. Shonda, we will be packing up and leaving soon. Paul, KK. Shonda, headed home now. Did you find your keys yet? Paul, yes. Shonda, where were they? Paul, apparently they managed to slip under the cushion. I only found them quick because they poked me in the butt. Shonda, I'm willing to bet, had you looked a little bit this morning after I told you to, you probably would have found them quickly. Please make sure your battery is on the charger now so it is ready for tomorrow. And please put the keys in the red thing hanging on the pantry if you are not using them. That way you don't have to worry about them. You probably need to get a bigger keychain. Paul, KK, Shonda, if you would like, you can look at keychains when I get home. Paul, sure, that's fine. Shonda, okay. How has Timothy been? Paul, so far so good. Shonda, is he up against the wall? Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I just realized I have the motion sensor remote. You managed to turn that off at the device, I assume. Paul, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were watching or not. Yes. Shonda, no, I wasn't watching at all. He was supposed to be in his room until you got home and then up against the wall. Paul, sorry, no one told me. Shonda, yeah, he should have, but then again, I'm not surprised. Please turn the motion sensors on. Paul, oops, I just remembered. I turned one of them off when I got home. Shonda, LOL, thank you. April 18th. Oh, same song and dance. Shonda, before I forget, please send rent and please set the motion sensor. Paul, how much? Shonda, 300. He sends her some money via Apple Pay. Shonda, thank you. Motion sensor on. Paul, doing so. Done. Shonda, thank you. Time to get up. Paul, K. Shonda, are you logged into the camera down there? Baseball was postponed till Friday due to the weather, so you can just leave them in their rooms when you leave. Best to leave around 3:45 today. I should leave here around 4:15ish, so they won't be in their rooms long. Shonda, KK. I mean Paul, KK. Shonda, and crate the puppy when you go, of course, and bundle him, please. Little G is saying he's hungry. You did not actually set the motion sensors this morning like I thought you did, and Timothy stole some more food. You don't need to respond to this yet, but I need to send this so you have the list for tonight. Timothy is against the wall till you get home. Please clear the food and wrappers he stole earlier when you did not set the motion sensor properly, and then he can go to bed in his small room. I will send you a list tomorrow of punishments for him, and you owe me as well for the record. Paul, what food? Mama. Shonda, give me one moment, please. Paul, KK. Though I could have sworn I activated the alarm this morning. I must have unintentionally hit the wrong button and hit the deactivate, but instead of activate, which did nothing. Shonda, yeah, he admitted that he hit the wrong button and did not activate it, so you probably hit the deactivate button accidentally. Paul, gotcha, because I hit the button and heard a beep, but I couldn't register that was my fault. Shonda, yeah, and he snuck upstairs again. Paul, he really can't do anything, right? Can we just send him to juvie already? Because I'm literally done with him. It's so obvious that he's not going to stop. He's just going to keep going. So why not just get rid of the problem? Shonda, okay, thanks for the vote of confidence. Makes me feel great. Paul, what? Wait, I'm not saying I doubt you. I doubt him changing, and I don't think it's possible. He's too stuck in the past, and he's obviously not gonna move on. Who are they talking about? I know you're trying to correct him. Doing this is not on you. He doesn't care about his actions, Mama. Oh, I guess they're talking about Timothy. He thinks he can just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and he's not going to go to jail. That's the thing, because we're threatening to do it, and we haven't done it, so he thinks he can keep going. I know how his mind works. Shonda, first of all, don't talk down to me like a kid. Paul, I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. Shonda, ice cream sandwiches and granola and off brand cheese crackers is what he took. Paul, so that's why the freezer lock was not sticking as well. He tore it off. That little piece of blank. Nope, nope, I'm done. Shonda, yeah. And that's not up to you. Paul, I know. I'm just saying that if he tries anything else with me, I'm not gonna be happy. I already am in, but now it's just starting to I can't find the right words for it. Shonda, he snuck by you while you were asleep, so you might want to watch yourself here. Paul, no, Mama. He tore the lock part off the freezer and then tried to stick it back on, but it's not as sticky anymore. I was wondering what happened. He didn't touch the keys because he just ripped it off. Shonda, I know what he did, Paul. I'm the one that discovered it. And I didn't say he took the keys just then. I said he snuck by you while you were asleep, meaning he snuck upstairs and got stuff out of the freezer and got back downstairs while you slept. Paul, I honestly should have realized something was wrong when the lock wasn't as sticky anymore. Shonda, it was a little late by then. He is not going to bed. Going, sorry, he is not to go to bed till he gives me my missing key from the other set. I know he yanked the lock off, but he is also, what am I reading? I know he yanked the lock off, but he also has one of the keys somewhere. He stays against the wall till I get the key, and everything in his small room comes out and can be put on his bed. Once he gives me the other key back, he may have a single sheet to use to sleep on the floor. No pillow, nothing else, no pad on the floor either. He managed to come upstairs, yank the locks off both the freezer and the pantry without you noticing, and he stole a bunch of crap that squished and rattled and did all sorts of stuff, and you slept through everything. Paul, KK. Shonda, no devices tomorrow until at least my lunch, other than messaging with me, which will be very little. And now we're on April 19th. Since Timothy is keeping me up, moving around so much, I'll turn the motion sensor off so you can come inside without worrying about setting it off. The remote is at the top of the stairs. Please make sure you turn it back on before you go to bed, but you do not need to go straight to bed. I'm sorry, but you do need to go straight to bed after you charge your battery, of course. See my message? Please make sure you set the motion sensor and take the keys with you. Paul, okay. Shonda, bed please. It's late and you have to wake up early with the puppy. Paul, I know, I'm trying. I'm not sure if you heard me, but I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry that I hadn't checked on that this morning. That was completely on me. Even though I was tired, I should have checked. Shonda, I didn't hear you, but thanks. Like I said, we'll talk about it later. Paul, KK, Shonda, is the motion sensor on now? Paul, hear him? Shonda, is it two beeps turning it off? Paul, crap, that's nice. Catch work is exhausting. Shonda, yeah, that's apparently what he caught this morning. Get some rest. All right, come get Sharma, KK. You can also tell him I changed my mind on the salt water because okay, so here it goes, y'all. You can also tell him I changed my mind on the salt water because I don't want him I have any excuses to sit down by trying to claim to me that he has diarrhea. I'm not getting away. Sorry, it's not getting away with anything. I'm just not giving him an excuse to sit down. He has to stand up and then run the stairs today. Paul, okay. Shonda, and please do send me the bike payment of 23.70 or round off somewhere. He sends her the money. Shonda, thank you. And is the motion sensor on? He is not on the downstairs camera right now, and the bathroom camera is not loading very quickly. Paul, okay. Shonda, and he has covered up the bathroom camera. At least he just uncovered that. So the motion sensors are turned on. Paul, yes. Shonda, okay. Please log the camera downstairs and start making him run the stairs. Paul, okay. Shonda, you have not logged into the camera downstairs yet. And he was doing this weird leg thing yet again. He needs to be running the stairs already. He up and running the stairs? Is he up and running the stairs every 30 minutes? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hello? Okay, so you will likely also be in big trouble. Seriously? Uh-oh. Paul, sorry I unintentionally dozed back off. Shonda sends a blank message. Paul, I'm sorry. You could have at least waited until I was fully awake. Ooh, ooh. Shonda, excuse me? Paul, sorry I didn't mean to sound rude or anything. Shonda, might want to reread what you said. And I don't want to hear about sleep or lack thereof either, honestly, because I may have slept an hour last night at the most. Make him run like crazy, please. Paul, okay. Shonda, and he has to go further down the hall when you leave. Probably leave around 3:15 since you have to work at 4. Battery charging? Not in his room. Has he handed over the key yet? Paul, yes, my battery is charging. Shonda, good. No, he hasn't handed it over because he doesn't know where it is. So much is done with this Ron. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have him look really hard. Oh, sorry. Then he corrected himself. Run. Shonda, yeah, that's BS. So he gets no sitting or resting at all until he gives up that key. Groceries will arrive before too long. FYI, have some pizza rolls in those. I will check the camera later when I log into it, but willing to bet he sat and rested and crap while you slept. Paul, he's coming up with a bunch of crap that he just and is stuck them and didn't grab the keys. Huh? Paul, you said that he grabbed spare keys, but I thought yesterday you said he just ripped the locks off. Shonda, I think he did a little bit of both, but he refuses to give up the spare keys, and there's a way on God's green earth he's getting to keep a set of keys. That's a typo. She didn't put not, so it wasn't me, y'all. Paul, did you ever check the package? Because now he's claiming that he put them back, which is, in my opinion, baloney. Shonda, yes, I checked the package. He's lying to you because he thinks we won't communicate. Paul, I should have or Shonda, I should have still what's she saying? I should I should still have 7 keys in the package and I have 6. Groceries are there. I have to go back to court. Please keep on Timothy and little G just told me he was hungry. Paul, I am. When he's not running, I have him doing wall sits right beside me. Shonda, okay, that or I guess LOL downstairs with you watching and only use your device to do that right now. Paul, and I'll get little G. Shonda, okay, thank you. Clear Timothy's room and he stands up in there against the wall. Please tell me you don't have the motion sensor remote and keys. Never mind. Paul, his legs were literally jelly by the time I left from doing wall sits. And yet he still never admitted and told me where the keys were. Shonda, hey girl, I meant the lanyard with the remotes and keys on it, but I know. He thinks we're going to back off. Paul, yeah, I know what you meant. I also meant the spare key. Shonda, okay, that was not supposed to say, hey girl. I honestly don't remember what that part was supposed to say. Paul, LOL is fine. Shonda, did you grab one of your lanyards? I saw the other one on the floor when I got home a few minutes ago. Paul, yes. Also, I took both keys because I didn't have time to separate them. Shonda, that's fine for now, sweetie. You can separate them tomorrow so you know you have a spare key available. Timothy lays out on the floor of the bathroom not long after I left and slept there for about 2.5 hours this morning. Caught him on video. Paul, I'm really sorry. I don't know why I fell back to sleep. I was exhausted, but I have no idea what reason. Shonda, I am still surviving on less than an hour of sleep. You can imagine my current displeasure. Paul, I'm really sorry. Tell you what I have tomorrow off. So when you get home, you can go to your room and you can sleep. I'll take care of everything. Shonda, we'll see about that. But he is staying up tonight and likely tomorrow night as well. Paul, okay, I'll make sure he doesn't move. If that means I have to bring him into my room, I'll let you sleep while I take care of him. Shonda, no, he would play in your room and he isn't on camera there. I will text you my expectations of him before I go to bed tonight and we will go from there. Paul, KK. Now is April 20th. Shonda, Timothy may go to the bathroom and then he is back against the wall. Good night. Paul, okay. I'm gonna have to stay upstairs for a moment because my fingertips are literally numb from pain. Shonda, okay, sorry, but turn the lights off so not to disturb the puppy. Paul, my toes are also cold because one of my coworkers decided to be an idiot and splash my shoes with water, getting my feet completely soaked. Shonda, okay, sorry, but you have to turn the lights off out there. And don't stay upstairs too long. Paul, okay. Shonda, and don't forget to set the motion sensors when you go downstairs. Paul, gotcha. Oh, time to get up and walk Sharma, please. Paul, on my way. Shonda, please make sure to turn the motion sensors on as well. Paul, KK. Shonda, time to get everybody up and get little G bathed and clean clothes that fit him. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, KK. Shonda, call, get up. Did you not turn on all the motion sensors? She said, call, not me, including the one that is on Timothy. He has managed to move around all sorts of ways without that going on, apparently. And it's supposed to say going off, apparently. Paul, apparently at one point I misclicked and hit deactivate and he took the alarm off. Shonda, it looks like it's still on the back of his pants, but you turned it off and did not turn it back on. I am not happy. Get little G bathed and in clean clothes that fit and a long sleeve shirt, and he will need his heavy coat on at least to go to Grammy's house today. Paul, okay, I'm really sorry. I thought I hit the right button. That's my fault. Shonda, yeah, we will talk about it later. Just get little G ready. I will let you know as soon as I know she is on her way. But do his bath now so it's not rushed. Please have little G baseball pack backpack by the front door. If she hasn't left yet, she should leave soon. Once little G is with her, work Timothy hard on the stairs, please. Almost positive she has already headed towards you, but not picking up tracking on her phone yet. Please start watching out of the window in my room till I can confirm tracking info. Need a response to this. Paul, okay. Shonda, never mind. She is definitely on her way. Finally got tracking info. Paul, okay, I got it. Shonda, so have little G ready to go, please. Socks on and his shoes are in my room. Paul, okay. Shonda, I will keep an eye out and let you know when she is almost there. She is close. Go outside with his baseball backpack, please. And you put shoes on, please. She should be on our road any minute now. Shonda, hey, how goes it? Does Sharma need to go out? He was sitting there looking at you. LOL. Paul, it goes. Timothy must really like running the stairs because he keeps asking when he's going to do it again. And Timothy also just walked Sharma without my permission, or say so, I should add. Shonda. Okay, he shouldn't be moving even on camera without your permission. And is he doing the number you have been doing without an issue? If so, we're going to increase that number. Paul, yes, I had him only do 20 this time. Not much change. Shonda, okay, then do more than that. He still hasn't given up the key yet? He will stay up tonight if he doesn't. Paul, okay. Shonda, or you can make him do a bunch of jumping jacks. We'll make him do at least 20 in a row without stopping or telling him that is the goal. Paul, KK. Shonda, I almost forgot I have dog training right after work tonight, so I will come home and change and then go do that. Paul, okay. Shonda, headed out now. Please come and close the garage door. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sorry for the delay in coming home. I was just hanging out and talkative. Paul, no problem. Night, love you, Shonda. Night, love you too. Thanks. Paul, yep. Shonda, do I have to turn that off and back on once it goes off at all, or does it stay on? Paul, if it goes full on blaring, I have found either works. Depends on if you're really tired. Shonda, okay, but it should still be on after that smaller alarm. Paul, wait, did you deactivate it when it beeped or just hit the reactivating? Shonda, neither. Paul, sorry, he's talking and I'm trying to get him just to shut up. Okay, that's weird. Shonda, please go find out what he's saying. Are his toes up against the wall? Shonda, yes. Paul, yes. Shonda, okay, thanks. I went ahead and did just that to make sure that it going off didn't affect anything. All right. April 21st, come and walk the dog. And then he does not have any more correspondence with her until the afternoon. Paul, on my way home. Shonda, please keep a close eye on him. Paul, KK, do you want anything? Oh, do you want to say anything to Millie about this? Now, Millie is Paul's older, no, younger sister. I'm sorry. And there's an attachment. It looks like he took a screenshot of something. Shonda, what do you mean? Do I want to say something to Millie about it? Paul, this is on her Wattpad account. Smut means that Shonda, I know. Paul, not sure if you knew. Sorry. Shonda, as much as I would love to say something, I don't think there's any point. Sad, but very likely true. Paul, true. I don't think she'll listen. Not completely changed. Shonda, yeah, I'm at work, sweetie. Sorry. Paul, I miss the innocent little girl she used to be. Sorry. Shonda, yeah, and no problem. Headed out now. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Shonda, if there is not any Dr. Pepper in the fridge currently, please put a six pack in, but hold one out and put it in the freezer. Paul, okay? Sorry, just saw this. Shonda, sorry to disturb you, but I'm pretty sure I just got Timothy reaching for something he should not have on him. Could you please check? Paul, yeah, I was about to fall asleep, for sure. Shonda, sorry. Paul, you're fine. April 22nd, walk the dog and turn on the motion sensor. Shonda, okay, I can't deal with him while I'm at work like this. Please wake up and log into the downstairs camera. He can sit for a couple of hours like I described, but you cannot go back to sleep. Okay? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey, you, Paul. Paul. Sorry, maybe call me next time. I'm a heavy sleeper. Shonda, I can't really call you from work if I'm not having a break or lunch. Sorry. Paul, you're fine. That's my bad. Shonda, where's Sharma? Can't see him on camera. Paul, behind my legs. Shonda, LOL, okay. I should show you how to make lava cakes in the Instapot. Slightly random, but he's been sitting long enough. Make him run the stairs, please. Paul, in the rain? Shonda, it's raining? Paul, yes. It's raining. Is it raining where you are? Shonda, then make him stand up. And no, not yet. I am going to get little G after work and then I will come home. They canceled baseball practice again tonight because of the rain. We are hoping to have practice tomorrow night. Paul, KK, Shonda, how's it going? You can make him do wall sits. And don't let him get away with complaining about his knees. They are just fine. Paul, he was driving me crazy nonstop, setting off the alarm that was on him. So now he's cleaning the living room and I'm watching. I threatened him with wall sits, but he was okay with that instead of standing. Shonda, he would rather do wall sits than stand up. I'm pretty sure that's just a lip service. Once his legs start to burn from the wall sits, he will prefer to stand over that. And by the way, I made the mistake of telling him that I'm going to choose what he does, not prefer. So he might not be using that well. Let's be real. Standing up is way easier than wall sits. Just making sure that was on. Motion sensors on. Paul, yes it is. Shonda, K, thank you. All right, April 23rd. I need the keys and remote before you go. And are you going to walk the puppy? Paul, about to head home. Shonda, okay. Paul, just let me know when to have him do his final couple. Shonda, how is he doing with it? Paul, he's only stopped once or twice, and that was because he was trying to get poop off his shoe because he stepped in it. Shonda, lovely. Lovely. Okay, just do a couple more and do not let him bring that shoe inside. He sends her some money. The groceries from Aldi are on the front porch. Paul, KK, thank you. Shonda, head home now. Please turn on the motion sensor. This is April 24th. Paul, I did. Shonda, KK, you work at 10, so you will leave by 9. At least it won't be cold for biking tomorrow. Paul, yep. Shonda, K, I hear you. No devices. Go to sleep. Bring me the remote before you leave. Paul, 4:30 Monday, 4 Tuesday, 9:30 Wednesday, 9 Saturday, and 10 Sunday. Shonda, okay, thank you. Paul, I'm going to be a little later than I thought I would be because I have to stop at the church to change the battery for some reason. It didn't fully charge. Shonda, I don't remember you plugging it in last night at all. Paul, probably let it charge for about 30 minutes. I did though. Shonda, you need to make sure you are letting it charge fully. And it's probably a good idea to take the charger to work with you as well, just to be safe. Paul, a full charge doesn't last me a 2-day trip, Mama. I always bring my charger with me. Shonda, Kay, just trying to help. Paul, I hope it's okay if I stop at Meyer gas station and get a drink and a snack. Shonda, only if it is extremely fast. We will have to go down the storage unit and probably we will have oh sorry. We will still have to go down to the storage unit and back probably at least twice. Not home yet? Got to say, I'm not happy that I'm watching him closer on the camera than you are currently in the same area. And I can only see so much when I zoom the camera in because it pixelates. Paul, yes, ma'am. I apologize. Shonda, thank you. I changed my alarm to 7:30 because I really need my head to be a little bit better than it is currently. We will just have to hurry. Hurry, please. Motion sensor, please. Come walk Sharma, please. This is April 25th. Question mark. Excuse me. And please tell Timothy to get up and come back home, and then he will turn his alarm back on. Paul, KK, what do you want Timothy to do? Shonda, he needs to go to the bathroom and then back to bed. Paul, oh, autocorrect confused me. Is it unlocked? Excuse me. Shonda, yes. That wasn't autocorrect. That was Siri. Time to get up and watch Timothy closely. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. So are you not watching Timothy while he goes? Sorry. So you're not watching Timothy while he gets something for little G by the looks of it? Paul, I am. Shonda K. Paul, I'm the one who asked him to go after all. Shonda, huh? I asked Timothy to get little G's pizza rolls. Shonda, yes, figured that, but you were staring at your devices while Timothy was in the freezer, is what I meant, sweetie. Before you go, you need to walk the dog thoroughly and crate him and make sure Timothy goes to the bathroom, then put him in his room and turn the alarm on his door on. I don't think the motion sensor alarm is necessary with the alarm on his door on. Just let me know where you leave the remote, please. Okay? Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. And I will sign into the downstairs camera when you leave. Tell Timothy do not open his door after you leave or turn the alarm on. That will drive little G nuts going off for an extended time. Paul, KK. Shonda, where is Timothy? Never mind. Paul, the remotes will be on the shelf in the garage. Shonda, K, thank you. You do not need to respond to this. I have Timothy against the wall, but you will need to turn the alarm on his pants off to send him to the bathroom when you get home. Then redo the alarm he is wearing. And then you'll have to take the alarm with you, but not arming the regular motion sensor. We'll leave that to you since he is already wearing a very loud sensor. Paul, okay. April 26th. Please go to bed. You're driving a dog crazy. Paul, sorry. Time to get up and walk Sharma and send Timothy to the bathroom, please. Paul, I'm coming. Shonda, please sign into the camera downstairs and find the other alarm like the one on his pants today. It's in the boxes somewhere. It's going on his arm. Paul, KK, Shonda, thank you. He keeps putting his she's supposed to say putting. He keeps pulling his arms down, and that doesn't set the camera or alarm. So please watch for that. Almost freaking caught him. I want all food in the fridge. I can't even read no more. Almost freaking caught him. I want all the food in the fridge, freezer, or pantry, and those locked. Paul. It is. He just pulled the pantry door lock. Shonda. What do you mean he just pulled it? Did he take it off? Paul. Yes. The part that attaches to the wall is dangling right now due to sticky loss. Shonda. Okay, get another one on it right away. Last I saw, they were on the floor in a bag in my room. When did he pull it off? Paul. I don't know. Shonda. And you need to make him run up and down the and you need to make him run up and down the stairs a ton for that, even in the cold and rain. Paul, KK, Shonda, tell him he needs to fess up to what he did there because I have it all recorded. I can go back and look, but it will get worse for him. Paul, KK, Shonda, please send me a screenshot of the times he set the down off the downstairs camera so I know when to look on the recording. And find out what he took and let me know. And I mean, find that out from him fast. That had to happen after I left. While you were laying down and while he was putting his shoes on to walk Sharma this morning, he stole all the remaining Cheddar Bay biscuits. As angry as I am with him, I am upset with you as well. Paul, how? I didn't tell him to. I never told him to walk Sharma this morning. Shonda, it was when he first came up. After he went and removed his thing, he grabbed his shoes and went over to the corner of the counter and acted like he was putting them on and stole all of them. And he ate some of them right under your nose. Paul, what time was it? Shonda, about 11:10 to 11:15. I will show you the video tomorrow evening. Paul, okay. For one, I'd set an alarm for 11:30, so there's no way that that was on me because I activated his alarm. So I don't know how the heck he got out. Shonda, you were awake, but nice try. Well, you woke up briefly anyway, and he got this by you. I have you on video talking to him before he did it. You sent him to get your iPad right before he did this. Paul, okay, okay, I got it. Just let me work. Shonda, which should not happen again, by the way. I wasn't expecting you to respond in the first place. I was just answering your questions and tell you what I found. We will discuss this tomorrow after you get off of work. Paul, yeah, sure. Shonda, you had better lose that attitude right the heck now, kid. Paul, that wasn't meant to come out with attitude. Shonda, okay, thank you. Paul, just busy doing dishes. Thinking of the fastest reply. Shonda, that's fine. Like I said, I wasn't expecting you to respond much until you did. And you ate all of my cheese sticks. Paul, oh crap. You said you bought 2 packs. Shonda, no. One was out of stock, and I told you 2 or 3, mister. He then sends her some money. Here, I'm really sorry. Shonda, they didn't cost that much, but thank you. Paul, also, how much am I giving you for the bike payment? Shonda, it's 23.70. He then sends her the money for the bike. Shonda, thank you. Paul, no problem. Shonda, getting a grocery delivery before you leave in the morning with a few things in it. You get to bed quick tonight, please. You have to work in the morning. Paul, okay. I will be able to get home faster if I can work. I'm not upset or anything. It's just I'm trying to work and I'm not trying to have an attitude. I promise. Shonda, yep. I'm leaving you be. Sorry. Love you. All right. April 27th. Y'all know the same song and dance. Walk the dog. Then she says, you work at 9:30, right? Paul, yes. Shonda, KK. Grocery delivery is there. Let me know when you're headed home, please. And also, hurry home as fast as you can safely, please. Grammy wants to pick up little man after you get home. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. Are you headed home? Looks like it based on tracking. Please hurry home and do not make any stops. I will let you know as soon as I hear from Grammy. But she will be picking up little man, hopefully not long after you get home. I need you to change him into a different shirt, but his pants should be okay. Get his face cleaned up after you get home, please. His baseball backpack is in the garage, but I have his cleats in my car. He can just play with regular shoes until I get to his practice tomorrow after work. Paul, yeah, I'm on my way home. Shonda, please be safe and make sure you read my long message I just sent or have Siri read it to you. And please leave Timothy in his room until I get home. You will have to walk the puppy, but Timothy is not leaving his room right now. Go ahead and walk the puppy and get little G's shirt changed and his face washed real quick, please. I have not heard from Grammy yet, and it does not look like she has left home yet, but I want him to be ready. Paul, okay. Where are little G's Velcro shoes? Shonda, they should be in my room. Paul, thanks. Shonda, you're welcome. She has not left home on the tracking yet, but that could change at any moment. I will let you know as soon as I know any change in her location. Could you please count the cheese sticks that came in the grocery order this morning and tell me how many are missing? I will explain after you do that. Paul, KK. Okay, so how many packs did you buy? Shonda, let me check real quick. Looks like 2 total packs. Paul, they're both there. One is Sargento sharp cheddar and the other one is Kobe Monterey Jack, right? Shonda, yes. Both of those should be open and there is at least one cheese stick missing out of one of them. I need you to make sure exactly how many are missing. Paul, neither is open. Shonda, okay, thank you. Okay, I'm really gonna strangle him. Now he is saying he stole the entire block of cheese that was in the refrigerator, but I can't tell exactly how much of it he ate. He's fading in and out of the microphone. Please go downstairs and find out from him how much he ate exactly, and don't yell at him for the time being. I will deal with him when I get home. Let me know as soon as you know how much he really ate and where the rest of it is if he didn't get all of it. Paul. Did we have an unopened 1 pound of Monterey Jack? Shonda, yes, we had that, but we had another block as well, I believe. Paul, okay, so now what? Shonda, did you ask him? Paul, about what? Shonda, please read my messages. Paul, crap, my phone just slipped and hit the counter. My screen gotten badly broken. Shonda, is it okay? Lovely. Thankfully, we have Apple Care on it. Paul, I can still text you, but I'll send you a picture from my iPad. Shonda, that's fine. Please be careful. Paul, they probably didn't help that I tried it several times and at one point might have smacked it towards the counter. Lord. Shonda, you'll be paying the repair cost for that. Fortunately, it will be less than it could be, but you will be paying for that. So he sends her a picture of the phone. Shonda, like I said, at least we have Apple Care on it, but that expires sometimes next month. I am going to at least postpone my dog training until tomorrow night. I may still end up canceling this week. Paul, how soon can we replace it? And all my stuff can be transferred to the new phone, right? Shonda, I will see what options we have as far as an appointment at the Apple store this weekend when I get home. I'm probably not more than maybe 15 minutes away from home. The soonest will probably be this weekend because the Apple Store is all the way out in Grand Rapids. And yes, it will save all of your information. If it's only the screen that needs replaced, it'll be $29 plus tax. If the entire device needs replaced, I think it might be $100. I have to look it up. Are we getting a screen protector once you get it taken care of? Paul said, anyway, Timothy said he ate about three-fourths of the cheese. Shonda, so did you see a block of cheese in the fridge still? Paul, I didn't know I was supposed to check for that. You said cheese sticks. Shonda, I didn't ask you specifically. I just thought you had because you were talking about it. Paul, and no, there is no other cheese block in there. Sorry. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe I was wrong about there being more than one, but he told me he got more he got one cheese stick. Timothy is no longer allowed anywhere near the fridge, freezer, or pantry, or any other place where food is. You and I will have to go get things for little G. Well, that worked out. My dog training people at least want them as a major headache right now. I will be home in a few minutes. Grammy just headed out, and I am almost home. Paul, he said he's going to bed afterwards. And then he corrected himself. You. Shonda, nope. He said that? Paul, no. You said he's going to bed afterwards. Shonda, and you're supposed to be watching him. Paul, I thought you said that earlier. Shonda, no, I said tomorrow night. Please reactivate his alarm before you go to bed. Paul, I'm about to. Shonda, K. Paul, hit the wrong one the first time. Shonda, heard it. It's okay. Paul, okay, I'm going to the bathroom real quick and then I'm going to go to bed. Shonda, okay. Paul, okay, good night, love you. Shonda, good night, love you. April 28th. Timothy is claiming he really needs to go to the bathroom. Paul, okay. Shonda, please make sure to turn his alarm back on. And he took a drink when he should not have. Time to get up and walk Sharma, please. Paul, okay. Timothy's alarm is going off. Did you turn it off and back on? Paul, he needs to go to the bathroom apparently. Sorry, I can't talk on the phone, but I needed you to check your messages. Paul, okay, sorry. Shonda, it's okay. Get him to the bathroom and then please turn his alarm back on. Give him like 60 seconds and reactivate that alarm, please. He tried to change pants. Okay? Thank you. I'm sorry to disturb you so early. Sorry to bother you again, but please check on Timothy. It might be time to get up anyway. You can leave him against the wall downstairs if you sign into the camera and promise to watch him and not let him get away with moving his arms down. He says his stomach is doing weird things, which might be a result of eating three-fourths of pound of cheese. Paul, he just went to the bathroom. Shonda, okay, thank you. He's back against the wall, so you can reset the alarm. Time to get up. And please log into the camera downstairs. I have to focus on work, and I'm having to fuss at him way too much for letting his arms sag down and wiggling around. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. And he doesn't get to walk Sharma. That's a reward in his eyes, or at least time away from punishment. Please turn off his alarm for about 60 seconds so he can turn and face the camera since he just cannot hold still. And I don't trust that he isn't doing something he shouldn't be. I thought you were going to get up and sign into the camera and then work on cleaning your room. What's going on? He's not standing like he should be. Paul, of course not. Shonda, log into that camera, please. You need to log into your account or your computer and change your appointment for your other phone, please. Paul, what? Why? Shonda, thought you wanted to. Paul, no. Shonda, okay, well, Timothy goes into his room when you go with the alarm on the door and no sheet or blanket. He has to sit there with his hands on his head. Paul, okay. Shonda, and crate the puppy, of course. Paul, okay. Shonda, I will be headed home as soon as I feel safe enough to drive. I just about passed out at work from blood sugar issues and feel rotten as a result. Paul, okay. Shonda, I am headed out, but will stop for gas on the way. Please spray some air freshener, including near my door. Paul, my appointment is 5:30, right? For my phone? Shonda, 5:40. You forgot to turn the alarm on Tim's pants back on earlier. He snuck in a little G's room repeatedly to get pretzels in there. He hasn't been the only one that's not trustworthy lately, and I hate saying that, but it's true. Paul, sorry. Also, apparently the whole unit is damaged from what they say. Shonda, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but we have to get it fixed to send it back to Sprint. Paul, okay. Okay, I'm grabbing a quick snack and drink, but my card is being stubborn, so I'm going to send you $5. Can you send it back? He sends the money. Mama, uh-oh, then he sends her question marks. She says, okay, Grammy G. I'm picking up Grammy G's. Paul, sorry. Shonda, please let me know when you get home and please hurry home. Are you home? Paul, yes. Shonda, please sign into the camera downstairs and get him up against the wall. I'm headed home right now. Paul, when I get home, you're going to get little G in a bath right away. Come and get the partial bag of dog food out of my car, please. Grammy gave me what they had left, so I did not have to make an extra stop on my way home. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Paul, I literally keep getting close to falling asleep, and then he sets it off and it's driving me insane. I just want to sleep. Shonda, let me see, do you want to have just the one on the pants for tonight? When I leave, you will have to have both of them on him so he doesn't get away with anything. I get it. Trust me. Paul, okay. Shonda, K, take off the one on the arm, but warn him that I will count how many times he moves his arm from the camera, picking it up, and he will be doing stairs for that tomorrow. Shonda, and please make sure you have turned on the other alarm. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And did you take the other one off of him so he can't lose it conveniently? Paul, okay. Yes. Shonda, hey, chill. Paul, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Shonda, okay. Just need to make sure because you know he'll pull crap. So am I, sweetie. Please turn on the motion sensor on the stairs just in case his thing gets turned off and not turned back on. You know he will take advantage of that. Thank you. Paul, he won't listen. I can't get him to stop and I want to sleep. Help, please. I keep getting near the edge of slumber and then boom. Shonda, I am as well. Can hear it up here. The problem is that I know he's doing it, so we will give up and let him off the hook. Paul, I got this then. Shonda, you may have to stay up with him now, and then I will let you sleep in the afternoon when I can try to watch the cam. Mm, mm, mm. Paul, I took my night meds though, so I'm not going to be able to stay awake much longer. Except his idiotic butt. Can't we just knock him out so he's asleep but sore? Shonda, no. Paul, okay. I'm really fed up with him. I just want to sleep. Shonda, I told him his punishment for sneaking today was to stay up tonight. Can't go back on that now. You think I don't want to sleep? I have to work super early, but giving in to him would be the worst possible move. Paul, okay. Shonda, no screaming. April 29th. Get up here for a minute and bring him as well. At least he's doing better than he was. Please make sure that that is turned back on. Come and get Sharma and walk him, please. Paul, okay. Shonda, please can also be punished by doing as much cleaning, sorry, as humanly possible today, as long as you are watching him closely when he does. I want your room cleaned up today, and I think it's appropriate punishment for you to observe a direct him to clean it up for you after I am keeping both of us up so much than pulling what he did. Just no screaming at him or getting in his face in a threatening manner. Paul, okay. Please don't let him rest his forehead in the corner where he might be able to sleep standing up. Making stickers, I guess I'm supposed to say, make sure he sticks his nose against the wall. Do you realize he keeps turning around and staring at you? And make sure you do not trust him to walk the puppy today. However, you do need to take him outside with you when you walk the puppy because I do not trust him inside by himself. Please ask Timothy what the heck has he done to little G's iPad? Can't access iCloud at all on it. And it's not asking for a passcode anymore either. Well, if Timothy is cleaning, why is he staring at things so intently? And you need to put your devices aside and watch him while he cleans. Otherwise, he will get into stuff that he should not, and I am not okay with that. Paul. Okay, I'm not making him run stairs right now because he not only chose to eat your burger while I was refilling Sharma's food, but he won't stop asking to and to clean when I didn't say yeah. I'm not having him move till you get home. I don't have the patience to hawk watch him. Shonda, what did he eat? I ate my burger already. Paul, he ate the crust. Shonda, go try to make him throw up, please. He is not hungry. He is being a jerk. Paul, it's a bit too late. That was several hours ago. Shonda, why didn't you do that right away? After having a headache all day, that's just what I want to do after. I've asked you to make him do stairs and stuff. Thanks. Ooh. Paul, I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with his BS. I want to, but he's making sure too hard. Dang it. Shonda, and this is the second day in a row I have told you you were supposed to clean your room. And you even have the option of making him do the work today. And yet you're copping out totally? Not happy at all right now. Paul, okay, I get it. Shonda, please put the 3 pounds of ground turkey meat in the fridge in the big Instapot with water underneath for 20 minutes. Please do that now. Paul, okay. Please let me know once it's done pressure cooking and I will tell you what to do next. Love you. Paul, it's going. Okay, just let me know when it's done, please. Excuse me. Paul, okay, sorry I took so long to respond. I was chatting with mom. She says she's not going to talk to Millie about it, but according to mom, Millie told her she didn't want you at the after graduation party. Neither me nor her are going to get involved with you and Millie's business. I'm just saying what mom said to me. Shonda, I told you that already. Paul, oh, I thought you said the graduation. Shonda, no, that's not what I said. We will talk more when I get home. I don't want to do this by text. Paul, okay. Shonda, is the meat not done yet? Paul, it just finished. I was about to text you. Shonda, okay. Put a pound of it into the small Instapot and 2 pounds of it into the big one. That's after draining it, of course. Go ahead and cook the 2 pounds with taco seasoning like we normally do, and I will tell you what to do with the other pound when I get there in a few minutes. Please send Timothy to the garage door now because my garage door opener is somewhere in the floorboard of my back seat, and I'm not going to try to find it before I get there. I should be there in less than 5 minutes. Paul, okay. Oh, then he sends her a picture of this ground turkey. It looks disgusting. Shonda, little G is actually laying down in here with me. He's pretty tired from getting up so early and stuff. So please keep a close eye on Timothy for me. All righty. April 30th. Oh my God. Walk Sharma and then make sure the leftovers got put away and bed. So sorry. This is midnight. Paul. You're okay. So where's Timothy going to stay tonight? Shonda, I was going to make him stay out there, but given everything now, maybe in his small room without anything, even a sheet and an alarm on the door. Paul, KK. And no sleep for him, right? Shonda, I honestly don't care tonight at this point. He won't have the benefit of any coverage or anything. So if he can get to sleep like that, oh well. Please make sure an alarm goes on his door and I get the remote and what happened with Sharma. Paul, he peed. Shonda, yeah, Shonda. Ugh, probably been a long while though. Paul, I'm sorry, he didn't let us know he needed to. And for me, nowadays, when he needs to go, if I don't hear the bells or his whimper, he will come up to me, lay his head on my lap, look up at me, and then whimper. Shonda, okay, well, I'm sure it's been hours. So anyway, please make sure the heat is on. Paul, okay. Shonda, thank you. Paul, the little symbol means it is, right? Shonda, should be able should be, but you also should be able to tell if it's turned to heat. Paul, yeah, it is. Shonda, okay, thank you. Paul, no problem. Shonda, your battery is plugged in? Paul, yes. Shonda, K, let me know when to turn on his alarm. Paul, I will. I was literally about to text. Geez, I'm slow. Shonda, LOL, love you. Thanks for taking care of stuff tonight. Paul, sure thing. Also, I realized we never talked about this whole Millie situation. Shonda, yeah, we will talk about it after work. Paul, KK. Shonda, you off work? Paul, yes, Ted didn't actually have room for my e-bike. I should have said so earlier. Trying to get an Uber, but it's being a pain. Shonda, okay, well, no offense, but I'm not coming to get you. Paul, that's fine. I'll figure something out. Shonda, K. There's an Uber XL available. Paul, I've had several Uber X, but they never picked it up and it's infuriating. Shonda, sorry. Paul, not your fault. I'm just getting tired of being stubborn, of them being stubborn buttholes. Shonda, understandable. Anything yet? Paul, no, I got rejected again. Shonda, so sorry. Why did you not go on your e-bike this morning? Paul, because I was not feeling well, Mama. I was in a slight stage of delirium that lasted until 10 minutes after I clocked in when I got some caffeine in my system. I'd rather not risk my life on the road from a wrong tweak of the handlebars or slip of the ignition. Shonda, of course, I don't want you risking anything either. However, you're not implying that I would, but you need to plan things better where you could get a little bit of caffeine here and then go on your e-bike so you don't have to deal with all of this. Paul, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm ready to give up on Uber. Shonda, still nothing. Paul, nope, it won't be. Nope, it won't. It's really rather not make you come get me. But if this continues, this may be our only option. Shonda, not making me, that's for darn sure. Paul, not what I meant. Shonda, K. Paul, not in that way. Okay, I really, really didn't want to have to ask, but can you find a way to get me home, preferably one where you don't have to move? Shonda, I have also been trying and got nothing. So it looks like I'm the only option. Hopefully I have enough gas to get there. Paul, if not, then he sends her some money. Shonda, please don't send anything. Paul, oops. Shonda, it's easier for you to do it once I get there. I think I just have enough to get there and find us a gas station very close by. Paul, right, sorry. Shonda, next time you don't take your e-bike, you can walk home. Paul, okay. Shonda did not respond. Paul, I hope it's okay if I grab a bag of chips too. Shonda, hurry. Once you okay, and then that's it. That is it for April. Y'all, my God. April was long for text messages. So now the abuse for Timothy is starting to increase. We're learning that she is having him do wall sits, running up and down the stairs outside. It doesn't matter the weather. And then she's also starting to force him to stay up for extended periods of time. Also, I know that Paul is a piece of crap, y'all. I do. And please don't get on me. But I really don't appreciate how Shonda had him playing father to both Timothy and Gabriel. Oh, little G, little G. By way of forcing or demanding or ordering Timothy to bathe little G every other day, change his clothes, dress him, pack his belongings, and then making sure that all of his needs are met. And there's nothing wrong with an older sibling doing that. So I'm not saying that. It's just the fact that through these text messages, you don't hear Shonda doing anything for any of the children. Her main priority is to get to work and demand an order for Paul to do things. Um, Now I have watched her YouTube channel before, and she boasts and brags about how Timothy, or I'm sorry, little G is homeschooled. Okay. But I'm wondering, how was he homeschooled when she was at work and Timothy is being abused all day by way of Paul? And I never once have yet read her saying, make sure that little G is doing any type of work or he's practicing something or anything like that. The only thing that I've heard was him being allowed his privileges on the iPad and having time outside of the home with his grandparents. These messages were hard for me to get by because they were long and because they were heartbreaking, and they're getting worse and worse by the month. And we are starting to see how Timothy is starting to be able to get food and the abuse gets worse. And I just don't understand why. And I'm wondering how much help Adam was prior to having the stroke. And I'm wondering if he was able to fully take care of both Timothy and little G. And that's why now Shonda feels that she doesn't have to, and it's a burden for her. And so she just much rather have Paul do it all day. She's not cooking anything. She's not cleaning anything. She's not nurturing anyone. She's not doing anything but going to work. Now she was interning and that job was only paying her like $12 an hour. And so she never had money for anything. Paul was responsible for the bulk of the load. And he wasn't making that much money. He was a dishwasher at Applebee's. Um, and so y'all tell me what you think. Like it's obvious that Paul um probably abused Timothy a lot on his own. But do you guys think that a lot of it was from being frustrated with Shonda? Because now that I'm reading these text messages, it seems to me that Paul is very much sleep deprived and delirious. He's getting off work late, and a lot of times he's not getting to bed until after 1 a.m. And then Shonda's waking him up at 6:30. He's able to go back to sleep, but if Timothy wakes up, then she's waking Paul up. And I'm not making any excuses for Paul, so don't get me wrong. But do you think that a lot of the abuse stemmed from his mom forcing him to play this fatherly role or this caretaker role, I should say, to both of the boys? And as a result, he's taking it out on Timothy because Timothy can't defend himself. Y'all let me know what y'all think. My mouth is tired. I probably sound crazy. My jaw is probably about to lock up. I'm thirsty. I need a snack and I need to decompress. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.